Good morning. It's Thursday, October 21st. It's a chilly morning here in Oregon, 38 degrees as I walk out here. Gonna go out and feed the goats and take care of the animals for the morning. Thought I'd bring you guys along. Sorry for the non-made up self here, but it's early. Good morning, my ladies. Everybody's fluffy. It's cold out here. Everybody's doing really good. None of the 4 girls have come back into heat. Elsa was the one I was mostly watching, and yeah, her 21st day was Monday. This is now Thursday, or it was actually Tuesday. So we're going to call it good. I am going to try and get, sometimes if you post an ad on Facebook, you can get someone with an ultrasound machine. They have travelers that go around ultrasounding, and so I'm going to try and find somebody. I'm going to try and find somebody and see if we can't get some ultrasounding done just to make sure she's pregnant. I'm going to set you guys up and let's get these goaties fed. Okay, my ladies, are we hungry? We're hungry. Want some alfalfa? I feed these girls alfalfa pellets in the morning. Come on, out of the way. Out of the way. Get out of the way. It would help if I had one more feeder, which I have it. We just haven't put it up yet. But this is our morning routine. Everybody gets I don't know. There's about 3 quarts of alfalfa pellets between the 8 of them. They all have their place at the table, but there's shifting going on. It's cold out here, guys. It's cold out here. So, I am really looking forward to this breeding season. I have no doubt that she took. As she got closer, Maisie over there on the end, she went into heat, and her last cycle ended about the time that hers started. So I knew when Maisie went into heat, Sunday, Monday, I knew to really start looking for Elsa to come back into heat if she hadn't taken. And so what I ended up doing was leaving that back gate open and letting the girls go back there. The boys are secure behind a double fence, so I know that they can't fence breed, but I really was just watching her behavior, and she could care less about the boys. There was no flagging or anything, so I'm pretty confident that she took. But like I said, I'm gonna try and get a hold of a mobile ultrasound person to come out and ultrasound the 4 girls and see where we're at. Again, my plan is not to breed the 4 younger ones until January, but we'll see. Okay, let's go out and take care of the critters out here. Everything's looking good. I think we pulled up the tomato plants a few days ago. We knew if a cold night was coming. I didn't know if we would freeze or not, but we knew a cold night was coming, so we went ahead and pulled them, and we burnt our wood debris, branches, stuff like that we needed to. We always do it in the garden and then spread it out. It just adds some good nutrients. Anyways, I don't know if he'll be able to get out and till this, or if we will even till it. We might. I don't know. There's plans in the works, guys. There's some plans in the works, and we still have a couple weeks before we can really talk about it, but definitely stay tuned. Like I said, there's some plans in the works, and we're gonna, oh shoot, I forgot the boys are gonna be very mad at me. I forgot the boys' alfalfa. They get some alfalfa every morning, so bear with me. I got sidetracked. Gotta walk back and get the boys some alfalfa, because I think I gotta fill their hay bags, so the alfalfa will distract them while I do all of that. Hi, Miss Maze. How's my sweetie? Are you over it? You are. You're over it. She is like her mama. She was very loud and very talkative. She's gonna be an easy one. She's gonna be an easy one to track on her heat cycle, so I'm not unhappy about that. I've never been able to see Panda. I've never seen her heat cycle, so, which falls in line with her mother. So, okay, let's head back out. I only give the boys maybe about 3/4 of a quart of alfalfa once a day, especially during this time, breeding season. I've tried doing alfalfa hay, but honestly there's so much waste that economically the alfalfa pellets work the best for my goats. Everybody's different. You know, it doesn't hurt milk production. I do add black oil sunflower seeds and a few other things. Wow. I think we had a crow wanted an apple. Do you guys see that apple? It's up on the post. You find really strange things with crows. They, yeah. We'd feed, you know, spent chicken bones stuff. Send them out to our chickens, and our neighbor would call, and I think one of your chickens died in our yard. And it was because crows were picking up the bones and dropping them off to our neighbors. Okay, so here's the boys. I cannot do all this and take the camera, so let me see if I can set you guys up. I don't know about this. Okay, you'll get at least a little bit. All right. Get back, boys. Nope. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Oh, you are a good boy. You are a good boy. Yeah, we need to do your hay, huh? Ouch. Be nice. smoking is an absolute love, but I have to always be aware of where he's at, because he will headbutt Loki. And if he is behind me, if Smokin' is behind me and Loki's to the side of me, Smokin' will headbutt Loki and catch me. He caught me, probably about 3 or 4 months ago. I was walking in and boy, he slammed in the back of my leg and it laid me up for a few weeks. So I always have to be aware of where Smokin' is. He's a love, but he's a strong boy. Let me see if I can set you guys up here. Make sure you're not. This is our hay barn. We can fit a ton of hay in here. I'll set you guys up here and we can continue to talk. You're a little crooked. The hay's a little crooked. I don't know how well that will work, but we'll try. Anyways, back to the goats. No, I think I already told you guys all about the goats. Yeah, stay tuned. We've had some things come up in the last couple, over the summer, and it's coming to fruition, I guess you could say. We'll know in the next 2 weeks. Actually, we'll know on election day what we're doing. As funny as that sounds, November 3rd. Just some possible changes coming to the old homestead, and you know, some exciting things, some scary things. Jeff and I have worked hard to build up our farm, and there's just a lot we want to do, and it never seems like we have enough space, and I'm sure that other people feel that way. Whoop, I'm gonna lose you. Let's put you guys right there. So canning is all done for the year. I've still got probably about 20 pounds of the pork fat in the freezer, ready to be rendered. I'm not exactly ready to do that yet, but hopefully we can get to that here before too much longer. These hay bags, you know, I really liked them in the beginning, and for some reason I've noticed that there's a lot of waste with them. So when we get settled with what our plans are for our future, then hopefully I'll get my handyman to build a better hay feeder. If you watch Lumina, I think it's Lumina Acres, I really like their hay feeder. I'm envious of it. So I would really like to have a new hay feeder, one that catches any spent hay that you know, falls. But I'm not really used to talking to a camera in the morning. I'm used to my own ramblings in my mind, I guess you could say. But we're gonna get this hay back in there with the boys before they get done with their alfalfa, or else they'll meet me at the gate and try and get out, and it's just a big mess sometimes. Okay, that's done. Let's take you guys back over here. Hey, Loke. buddy. Come on, let's go. Hey, Smokey. Be nice. There you go, guys. Oh, who's a good boy? Yeah, you're a stinky boy. You are a stinky boy. Nope, you can't come out. All right. Hey, Luke. Hey, Luke. These boys, they are stinky. I had to get in there and wash off some of the urine off of their faces. It's definitely breeding time around here. And even though they've bred the 4 older does, they know when, like Maisie, they know when she's in heat, and they really perfume themselves up, and you know. Okay, onward, let's go to the chickens. Egg production has dropped significantly lately, and yeah, it's coming though. Well, hi my ladies. Hi Miss Polly. Just a little 5-grain scratch in the morning. This is just a treat for them. They don't need it. It's not part of their main diet. But you can see the leghorns. The girls are getting a little red in the comb. I expect to start seeing eggs within the next 3 to 4 weeks. The same with the lavender Orpingtons. I have 3 pullets and 2 roosters on the lavenders, and 5 pullets and 2 roosters with the leghorns. This is going to, I had planned on this being my upcoming flock for the beginning of next year. We'll see. The older hens, I say older, they're not really older. They're only about 18 months old. I'm getting 1 to 4 eggs a day out of them. The daylight, they're losing daylight, so I'm not getting as many eggs. They are staying right now only because they're my only egg layers, so I'll keep them until the other flock gets to laying, and then I'll sell them off. I do things a little differently, and you know, people do agree or disagree. The chickens aren't pets. They are here to do a job. They're here to lay eggs, and when production drops, then you know, that's a business loss. And so what I typically do is every 18 months I cycle out my chickens. 18 months to 2 years, depending. That way I've always got fresh layers. I typically will hatch in the spring and in the fall, or in the fall and in the summer. I hatch in the summer, so my girls will start laying around October, 1st of November, and that typically will get me through the winter. And then I'll hatch in the spring or in the fall for spring layers. I haven't done that this year because, like I said, there's things in the works. So I'm not real sure which direction I'm going. But for now, this is the flock, and we'll see what comes of it. I've had several people ask me, you know, what do you do? What do you do whenever your chickens quit laying? And I thought, well, I really don't generally go through that because, like I said, I cycle them out. It keeps egg production up. It keeps, you know, I haven't bought eggs in 4 or 5 years. I don't add a light to the coop. I used to do that, and I noticed that, yeah, they'd lay for me in the spring, or in the winter, but in the springtime when they should really be laying is when they slowed down, and this is so much easier for me. In the fall, I typically sell off most of my 18-month-olds. You know, you can still get, you know, an easy $15 per layer, because they got a lot of life in them, you know, and there's people that only want 3 or 4 chickens, and it's not a big deal to them. For me, it's a business. I sell eggs, I sell hatching eggs, and so it's amazing that I even sell hatching eggs through the winter. So, you know, it's important. I'm a little behind the game typically. Typically I have about 20 good layers by now that are in lay and ready to go, but I was a little behind the game this year, and I'm off by about a month, but you know, it'll all work out in the end. I'm not too worried about it. But so that takes care. The boys are gonna yell at me for a little bit, but they'll mellow out here in a little bit and settle down for the day. This is my morning chores. Without milking, chores generally only take about 15 or 20 minutes. Once I start milking, then, you know, it's an hour, and I miss the milk. I'm ready to get back into milking. We sure miss that milk and the fresh butter and fresh ice cream and cheese and all that kind of good stuff. But they are fluffy, fluffy. Their undercoats are starting to come in and really come in. This is our first really cold dip below 40-degree night that we had, so I'm expecting a cold winter. Hi, Aspen. Mocha. Elsa. You're my love. I have nothing. There's nothing in it. I gotta put it up. Anyways, okay guys, so that is my morning routine, and I'm gonna head back in. I got chores to do in the house and some things I've got to get done, so that's your daily goat fix or weekly goat fix. And don't forget, like, subscribe, share if you have a mind to. We'd really appreciate it over here, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.